Hey guys, Dr. Hall back again. I'm so excited to talk to you today about academic parent-teacher teams. And so tonight we are having our open house where we're kind of doubling as a night that we are trying to partner with parents to really empower them to understand their students' data. And so I'm so excited. Look at these numbers. Right now on paper we have 233 parents who have RSVP tonight. We're trying to make sure we have enough food to feed them. We only have 350 students. So if you don't believe this works to get parents here, that in itself I think should be proof. So, kind of give you an idea quickly as to what we're doing. One, we are starting with student notebooks. And so we did this last year. We did pilot in the spring. I never recommend to start with something in the spring. We did it so that we could see what the kinks were, that we could work them out so that when we actually implemented this full year with academic parent-teacher teams, that we did it accurately and correctly and to the best of our abilities. And so we did do a great job in the spring. And so now we have folders for our 7th and 8th graders because their folders moved up with them. So some of the things that are in there is a lot of historical data. So we do not do MAP anymore in this district. Their MAP scores are in there. Their COGAT and ITBS from 2nd grade is in there. Their Fontes and Pinnell reading from elementary school is in there. Their RI and MI historical data for as long as we have it is in there. Let me think what else might be in there. Their SC Ready, SC Pass scores are in there. And the reason that we're giving them all of this information is we really want the parents to analyze it. We want them to know, like, where does my kid fall? What do they really know? What is their ability? The other thing that teachers have already done is set academic goals. And so these are the goal sheets I gave them. And the teachers, because they are smart, they get this, they saved paper. And so they did not give these all to the kids. They made the little action goals, and so you could put 2 of them on a page. So these are the action steps. And you can see these are for the academic goals in the classroom. So the actual grade they want to have in science, socials, math, ELA, right? I'm sorry I'm talking so fast. I have a lot to do today, and I do want to get as much out to you as I can. And so so the child will say, I, Tiffany Hall, plan to earn a grade of a 95 in social studies, right? So then I say what my action plan is going to be. Is it going to be to improve my attendance, complete all my homework, taking steps to make sure that I understand all the material? What does that look like? Reviewing classwork on a daily basis. So the children decide what their action plan is going to be and what their grade is. Now, there are a lot of naysayers that say, well, their academic goals don't have anything to do with how kids perform in the end, right? Oh, it doesn't matter because kids will have an A in a class and have, an F on an EOC. Well, that's a problem because we're talking about day-to-day instruction that is formative and should be guiding the teacher to know if the child has mastered the content or not. If those grades are false and fake and not aligned, then that in itself will never give you an end result for the summative assessment, which is really just like a lag, indicator anyways. And so if we're doing what we're supposed to day-to-day, progress monitoring, alignment of the curriculum with our assessments, our assignments, then we're going to get the end result with the students. And so what we want the parents to do is to look at those academic goals, have the information with them, and really empower them to set goals with their kids. They're not only going to make sure these academic goals are on point. Like one student, I read one of his academic goals and it said it was to get an 89. I would want to strangle that. An 89. Why wouldn't you put a 90? Why wouldn't you put one more point for an A? So as a parent, I would have that discussion. Why did you put an 89? That doesn't even make sense. Then I might look at their, that was for a social studies classroom. So I might look at their SC Ready or SC Pass, and see they were exemplary. If my child was exemplary on Pass historically for the last, 3 years, that child should have an A. He needs to go with the 90, not the 89. And so that's what we're really trying to do with our parents is empower them to help us help their children. The beautiful thing about the academic parent-teacher teams is it's not like any other conference. So one, they'll get this information so that they truly understand what their kids can do and where their children's ability are, where the ability of the child is now and where we want them to go. The other piece is that the teachers actually teach a lesson. So for example, in last year there there was one teacher who had a battleship game, and so it was about plotting points on a coordinate plane. And so she modeled that in front of the class, and then the kids played it at their seats, and then the parents took that home. We want the parents to be able to help us. A great example is like, what does it mean? So even now, I'm super educated, but if my kid comes home in Spanish with a B, what does a B mean? What does he not get? What does he get? That's the beautiful thing of standards-based instruction. So in a previous district, in kindergarten, we went standards-based with, social studies and science. And so when kids used to get the E, S's, and N's, isn't that what it was? Or U's, what did that mean as a parent? When you had the standards and it was like, and a U because you don't know your president, then I know, okay, my kid doesn't know his president, so I need to help as a parent. And so that's really what our academic parent-teacher teams are going to do for our parents tonight, is empower them with the data to understand it, set those goals with the kids, set out an action plan with their child, with the teacher. We're working as a team, and then giving the parents some tools to use at home with their kids so that they can grow. Then we will meet with the parents again at an interim, and then we will meet again at the end to see if all of the goals have panned out. So I hope this has helped in some kind of way, but I'm so excited about what we're doing at Jackson.